Hi, welcome to lesson 2. Today we're talking about even numbers and odd numbers. Let's start out with our definitions. Whole numbers. Yesterday we talked about counting numbers starting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today we have whole numbers. The only difference is whole numbers actually include 0. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. You may not have any decimals or fractions in the whole number category. That's the big difference. We're going to talk about even numbers. Even numbers are going to be numbers that can be split in half with no remainder. So even numbers would always end in 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. Put 0 here. We also have odd numbers. Odd numbers are going to be, if you had a group and you wanted to split it up, you would divide it, and there'd be something left over, someone left over, depending on what you're doing with it. So these would end in 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. Example 1. Which one of these is even? They're kind of big numbers, being in the thousands. All we have to do is look at the last digit, though. So we have 6, 5, and 3. Well, knowing what we know, we can divide 6 equally with nothing left over. That means the entire number would be even. These other two would be odd. So this would be your even number. If we take example 2, which one is not odd? What we would do is take a look at the last number again, 6, 1, or 3. 1 and 3 are both odd, 6 is not. So again, it's this first one. Key point here on tests and things like that, they will often add on some word like not to try to confuse you, so your brain sees odd, and you find the odd number right away and select the wrong answer. So remember to read it twice, you have plenty of time. Here's our example of the day. Sheldon has 5 cookies to share with Penny. How many do they both get if they share them equally? So you could just solve it. You might just know already right now, 5 divided by 2, what it is. If you're not sure, you could draw a picture. I always like to draw stick people. We have 5 cookies. If you drew a line right here in the middle to share them equally, each person would get 2 full cookies with a half cookie left over. So you could write it as a mixed number. You could also write it as a decimal, 2.5. Depending on what the options are, how your teacher wants to see it. That's even and odd numbers.